Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a new shopping trip. Yes, we're going to go out and do a little bit of Blu-ray hunting in a minute. I've got some crap in the back of the car that I need to take to the storeroom, all Christmas stuff that I need to just leave up there until the next Christmas comes around, which probably won't be very long, will it? Yes, before you know it, we'll be celebrating Christmas 2020. Shut up, Paul, we got to get through the year yet. Right, okay, so after I've done that, going to pop off over to Folkestone, have a look in CEX. Normally I'd be quite excited about going into Poundland at Folkestone, but I really don't give a crap anymore. Yes, I know we haven't been in the Poundland at Folkestone since before Christmas, but to be perfectly honest these days, what's the point? I have no idea. But anyway, I'll just poke my head through the door and say, any Blu-rays? Nah, bugger off. Then we'll come back to Dover and I'll have another look at the Poundland in Dover here. Again, bloody useless. And then I want to have a look in the British Heart Foundation. Not the crappy one in Folkestone, the one where I got yelled at for filming some shitty old 50-year-old videotape on its carousel. Your shop's not that important, love. Your charity might be, but your shop's not. But yes, this is the bigger one in Dover, the big furniture one, because it wasn't until maybe a couple of 6 months ago or so that I realised that they were actually stocking quite a lot of DVDs and some Blu-rays. So I haven't been down there since way before Christmas. So I'd be interested to have a look to see if there's anything interested in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a lot of footage though, because I think they're a little bit shirty as well, because they were giving me the evil eye the last time. I was trying to tape in there. I'm going to have to either get a lapel camera, a 4K lapel camera, or I'm going to have to get a pair of those glasses with a little camera on the side there. I'll have to have a look into that actually. Yes. Right, okay, let's get on the road then. So I'm going to get this crap up to the storeroom. And then next stop will be the glorious? Yeah, sometimes glorious Folkestone. Even though Debenhams is now shut. I remember going into Debenhams at Folkestone when I was a wee nipper. I was about that big. Yes, believe it or not, I was that big at one point. I used to go into Debenhams when I was maybe 10 years old. Shit, hell, that's nearly 40 years ago. And unfortunately the Debenhams at Folkestone is one of the casualties of the high street closures, and that one is now closed. So gonna get a little sad bit of video of the outside, probably with all the closed signs. But Debenhams Folkestone was like the heart and soul of the town. So I don't know what's going to happen with the town now, or what they're going to do with the shop. It's such a big shop, you can't just stick a couple of little mini shops in it. So maybe they'll turn it into some Poundland megastore. Oh dear me. Anyway, let's get on the road, get over to Folkestone and start our little exploits today. Okie dokie. Okay, so we're in Folkestone, so just gonna press the lift and go down to the lower level. Come on. Where are you? Are you opening? Or are you opening? Hey, first stop, Poundland. Let's go and have a look and see what they haven't got. See? Same old crap. No boxes. Okay, so we'll have a look to see what we got here. So we've got Day the Earth Stood Still, Last Airbender, Paul, The Condemned. We've got some Noahs with Russell Crowe, yeah, Bourne, Ghost Town with Ricky Gervais, Killers, just stuff that's been on the shelf for God knows how long. Jack Reacher, Sex and the City, The Mechanic, Inception, Hangover, Martian. What a surprise, The Martian's still there. Some Underworld, and Robin Hood, more Was that Nothing But the Truth? Okay, so that was a bit disappointment in Poundland, but we're always used to disappointments in Poundland. Okay, so we're at our next stop, CEX. Let's go and have a look, see what they've got. Okay, so let's have a look through some of these shelves here. We've got some Dr. No, the James Bond with a nice slip cover. There's also Avatar 3D, £5, so that's not bad. And Bridesmaid, it's got a pink case, but I don't need it. Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I picked this up recently in 3D, but now they've got one with a nice slip cover. And we have Doctor Strange, but not the other Doctor Strange. We have something called Here Comes Boom with Kevin James. Predator 3-movie collection, very nice. The Polar Express 3D, but this is the one that comes with the red and green or red and blue glasses. We have Seventh Son with another nice lenticular slip on there. Okay, so Poundland was a bust again. When is it not a bust these days? CEX, a few titles in there. Nothing that I really wanted to pick up, even though I've got some voucher left. Yeah, so nothing really worth picking up in Folkestone. Debenhams still currently open, but they're just clearing out a lot of crap. They've even got a sign on the window saying fixtures and fittings for sale, apply within. And as I walked around the back, there was a load of like glass cabinets that some company or somebody had, you know, bought and was loading in the back of their van. But anyway, I think we're done here in Folkestone. Let's get back to Dover. Do I really need to bother going into Poundland in Dover, into St James? I mean, we'll have a look, because that is one of the Poundlands that used to have more deliveries than any of the other stores, so we'll go and have a look, but I'm not holding much hope out. But then we'll go and have a look at the British Heart Foundation and see if we can find anything, and see if we can try and film something without getting my ass whipped. Are you videoing here, boy? Get out! Otherwise I'll boot you on the bum. Right, okay, yes, let's get back to Dover and go down to St James and have a look down Poundland. Right, okay, let's get going. Okay, Poundland number 2. Let's go and have a look, see if they've got anything. I can hear boxes being unloaded. Okay, it's a bit difficult to get to the Blu-rays because of this silly cage thing, but I'm not seeing anything new. It's all the same old stuff again, so a bit unfortunate. Nothing at all on any of the Poundlands, so okay, we're Poundlanded out today, so let's go and have a look, hopefully in the British Heart Foundation, and have a look, see if they've got anything. I'm sure they'll have something. So just looking through some of these DVDs here, I've seen a lot of random stuff. There's Flight Plan with Jodie Foster there. Woman in Black, I think that was. 5 single DVDs for £1. It's a nice Quantum of Solace DVD case there. Under here we've got a couple of the prequel DVDs, Attack of the Clones. I think the other one's Revenge of the Sith. And there's also this nice Wanted case as well. Okay, so there wasn't anything really that interesting in the British Heart Foundation. Loads of DVDs, no Blu-rays though, and what DVDs they did have, not really interested, and they were a little bit tatty. But I did actually find an RSPCA store down here, so I'm going to go and have a look and see if they've got anything in there. Okay, so yes, went into the RSPCA. They only had a little smidgen of DVDs, about that much, on the top shelf. Some Sex and the City, Hereditary DVD, but nothing worth picking up, nothing special. And it was a very close shop. It was a very narrow shop inside, so it's not good for someone of my size. Breathing in, trying to squeeze past the shelves. Yeah, so nothing today then. The British Heart Foundation had all those DVDs. Some of them were quite interesting, like Ghost Ship. There was a couple of like collector's editions. They had the Dark Knight, Star Trek Nemesis, you know, limited editions when they first came out with nice slip cases. Unfortunately, a lot of those DVDs in there look like they've been looked after by the binman. Yes, so quite tatty. Probably why they were 5 DVDs for £1. But I did open up a couple of them, check them inside. Some had scratches on, some looked like they've been through nuclear war, and some were actually pretty mint with hardly anything on them at all. So you have to check. If you go into charity shops, you definitely have to check. But yeah, unfortunately, there wasn't anything that I really wanted. I know they're DVDs, but sometimes you might, you know, find a limited edition or something that you haven't got in your collection. Breakdown with Kurt Russell. I don't believe that's on Blu-ray. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't ever recall seeing that on Blu-ray. But it's on DVD, and I think on Amazon it's like, I think it's like 10 quid or something. So I could have picked that up, but unfortunately the disc was, let's just say, been through a few metal grinders. Let's put it that way, or maybe a paper shredder. Yes, what the people don't look after their media. Right, okay, so we are done. Unfortunately, no pickups today, but it happens. But I hope you enjoyed my little out and about, having a look around. I do actually want to do a few more charity shop hunts, maybe towards the spring when it gets a bit warmer. And we can stay out all day, you know, going places like Maidstone and Ashford, and maybe a little further afield, maybe Tunbridge and Faversham. You know, a few good places with some charity shops, because you never know. Dover's always been pretty naff when it comes to Blu-rays in charity shops, but there might be some gems out there. Lulu and Claire did pick me up a sealed copy of The Nightmare Before Christmas Blu-ray for £1. From a charity shop. Plus also there has been 4Ks found in charity shops as well, so you just have to look around. But that's it for today. There is one special Blu-ray out on Monday's Blu-ray hunt. It's Jay and Silent Bob's Reboot, and the Blu-ray for that is an exclusive to HMV. I think you get a slipcase plus you get a couple of art cards. And I've checked into that, and it's sold out online on HMV's website. I phoned up a few of the stores. They're not allowed to reserve them for anybody, which is a bit unusual, because you can HMV usually always reserve stuff, and they reckon that they're only getting in maybe 2 to 3 copies per store. And the lady in the Canterbury store, when I phoned her, she said, if you do want a copy, you're going to have to be here on the door when it opens on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. So we'll do that to Westwood Cross. So it's going to be an up and out and early one on Monday. And instead of being Sainsbury's the first stop is going to be HMV. So I'm going to be literally on the door when the bloke puts the key in the door and turns it. And I'll bundle in like Black Friday. Yes, fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe, because your life is not complete without a bit of Big Pauly in your life. You know you like a bit of Big Pauly. And I shall see you all on the next video. Goodbye.